Yoga for healing. What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everyone? Communicate. Communication. Compromise, forgive, work it out. In the previous reading, I believe it came out that some of us should be expecting a phone call from someone that wishes to communicate with us now that they are receiving their karma. Yeah, ill intent. But let's see what's being communicated. Maybe it's a message strongly from above, and we have it is safe and beautiful to express my sensuality. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. But I pick these up in reverse. So someone is not expressing themselves. They're not trusting their intuition. And they don't feel free. They feel bound. This person that may want to communicate with you, they understand that your home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and highly protected. I know when you open my front door, there's an eye looking directly at you in gold. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And an unk over every door. Gambling. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Someone took a gamble on not healing, not growing, not living in their truth, feeling bound now. They took a gamble. They thought that this would solve all their problems. But it only created more, deeper, heavier burdens of addictions, gambling, and bad choices of their finances and their life, their lineage, because it's way deeper than a pocket. And then there are us that celebrate our lineage and honor our ancestors. What do we need to know about this person that's so insecure and feeling trapped, not living in their purpose, not being their true self? I love myself completely and unconditionally. This would mean that they love where they're at. They're okay with where they're sitting on the gamble that they took. They believe that they have control. This card reads, with focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. They thought they were the creator, the weaver of your life and everyone else's. They love the power they thought they held. They thought they held the world in the balance of their hands. With a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. That is the difference between those that are not and those that are. This difference can't be ignored. It's written on our faces. It flows all around us. Those of steady mind and connected. So they took a gamble because they weren't living in their truth. They felt bound to yours. They wanted to be bound to yours. They thought they had control over it. So what's to come of this person that thought they had everything in the palm of their hands, that took this gamble? What's to come of this person? I allow stillness to heal and reveal. Time will tell, basically. I forgive and let go with loving ease. This energy is changing, transitioning. Because those that saw this energy of someone steady-minded and connected with the collective, with Creator, have allowed this time being still. That's right. That is what we've been getting told. Be still. Rest. Enjoy yourself. Celebrate. Nurture yourselves. Because you've forgiven and you let go with loving ease. Because you realize that you weave the reality, while someone else thought that they were the creator. Huh? They saw your unlimited potential. They didn't realize that you were going to claim your purpose and that everything you needed was already within you. They did not think that you would go within and understand that you hold your power and you're allowing your light to shine bright wherever you go. This person that took a gamble in reverse, they have no movement and they have no creative spirit. That's why they needed to take yours. They saw you so playful on your path and having so much joy. They see your carefree, childlike spirit, but not immature. But maybe because you were so childlike, so playful, that it seemed that you were naive. They guessed wrong. They gambled wrong. What do we need to know about this? They realize about your home, your sacred space, how you care for your home. You're a nurturer, healer. Not everyone comes into your home. You're not one to have a bunch of gatherings with all of those energies swirling all about. Not yet. Because your intuition is telling you to sit still. Stay to yourself. Stay focused. Stay grounded. Keep your peace in your humble sanctuary that is protected. You forgive. You release. That's why you're so carefree. Practicing skillfully your craft, the core of your desire, with certainty and ease. You make it look easy, because it is. because it's coming out from something greater that has assisted you in moving on. A waste of time, it's over. You're unavailable. Just as they're unavailable for love. To give love or to receive love. They don't know how to accept it or give it. You are the weaver. They are discovering this. They are seeing this. And your courage. How you've maintained steady and strong. Someone else was in the middle to help sabotage this situation. This situation shit. But you know what? Looks to me like you were not even bothered. Like third party? What? Oh, okay. Because you just moved on. Third party where? Let's get some energies. The well. They went too deep. They went too deep. Like I said, this is a bigger story, a deeper story. What do we need to know about these that are insecure, that have no forward movement? They're not able to live luxurious and lazy. They can't fill the role. They haven't done the work to even reach a Nine of Pentacles. They wanted someone to pour into their cup, and they had a lot of options. Hence, someone else. They were just looking for someone to pour into them, so they would be in a Nine of Pentacles, but they're not. Page of Wands. Someone that thought they could get the job done with their strength and their wand. Maybe with a Jezebel. What does this person need to expect? What do we need to know about this energy? Holy Spirit Divine. Who is this energy? What do we need to know? Tower for a Six of Wands. Their fortune ends in a Ten of Wands. Heavily burdened is what they've gained as a reward, as their fortune. Burdens wrapped up in an Eight of Swords. Ten of Wands and an Eight of Swords. A strong chokehold on these energies. A strong chokehold on what they thought would be the life of luxury and rewards. But for their efforts, their rewards are going to be Ten of Wands and an Eight of Swords with a bow on it. This Six of Wands energy that wanted to have these rewards. Dang. Seven of Swords. Somebody that's trying to get away. Somebody that's stuck. They cannot avoid this tower and how and what they were doing it for that caused this tower. For this Knight of Wands energy. And that is the truth about that clarity. It's seen. There's a breakthrough on this character that wants to get away with the lies, trickery, and deceit, sitting on his high horse, thinking that he was going to gain rewards, looked at as high honor, ending in a Seven of Swords here, with more towers to come, and they are stuck where they sit. As you are crafting your skills, having the strength, they're nothing but a memory to you. You courageously, in your Page of Swords energy, carefree, happy, moved along so they could have someone else. One of their many so-called options that they thought they had, that has now landed them in a tower, caught up in a bunch of lies and schemes, and they can't get out of it. They're very weighed down. They took a bad gamble. Peace.